Hi and welcome to my Facebook marketing report for Prestige Academy. The two most fundamental statistics to monitor each month is the growth of your likes and the number of people you reach as a result of posting. In other words, the likes and the reach is the most important. So I want to evaluate the reach and the likes. So if we look at the likes, the results of the likes, I'm evaluating the month of October, November, and you could see here that the growth from September to October is 29 people, and then from October to November it's 33 people. So from September, so during September and October it increased 29 people and 33 people, and then in December 25. So the average growth is approximately 30 people per month. Now, to comment on that, it would be a good idea to, from time to time, send an email campaign to the database list and specifically ask people to like the Facebook page because they might have missed it. It's not we cannot just assume that because people are visiting the page that they're going to like the page. Okay, but you have to be determined to grow the likes as much as possible. And again, not just doing it naturally by posting, but by an email marketing campaign driving the likes. In other words, encouraging people to click the like button. Okay, now that was the results of the likes. It's just a pity you can't go further back than the last 3 months to determine what July and August likes was like. Okay, so the next important thing is looking at the reach. In other words, how many people are you reaching every month? Now, what I have done is I have compared the 2 months that I have been doing the Facebook of Prestige, which was September and October month, compared it to the previous 2 months, which was in July and August, which I did not do. So let's compare the success of September and October. Well, if we look at the reach results, we can see here that 5 single posts reached more than 500 people. Why that is so important is because we want a single post to reach as many people as possible. Now, to give you an example of what I mean by that is when I started off, you could see that Prestige had 1,109 likes. In other words, those are the people that click the like button on their page, meaning that they will then see any posts in their feed. So there is a possibility that 1,109 people will see a post in their feed. Now, what do I mean by seeing a post in their feed? I will explain later. But once they have seen it, those 1,000 people, approximately 1,000 people have received it in their feed. It's not to say that they're going to click through to the page. Now, clicking through to the page and viewing the actual page is what is meant by the reach, how many people you are reaching. So what you want to do is you want to try and increase the reach or the number of people that click through to the page as much as possible. So if we make quality posts, in other words, it reaches quite a lot of people, more than half, and that is why I'm using 500 as the benchmark here, meaning that more than half of the people who like the page has actually clicked through to read the post. Right, now let's just take that a step further and explain what I mean by that. Right, now I have gone now into my own Facebook to give you an example of what is meant by reach. So every person that has liked a particular page will get a feed in their news feed. So looking at my news feed, I see all different posts that I've received, and here is a post done by Prestige Academy. So now we must assume that the total number of likes of Prestige Academy, which was more than 1,000, would receive it in their feed like this. But once you look at the feed, not everybody clicks through to particular posts. Only when you click through to the post would that count as a reach. So just going inside the Prestige Academy's Facebook page, you see currently there's 1,217 likes, but I've now clicked through to this particular post on their page. Now I've got the option not just to read the post, but to like, to comment, and to share. Should I do that, that would increase the reach of the post even more, as other people or my friends would then see the post. Also, one has to look at increasing not only just looking at the reach, but also making sure that the post is so interesting so that more people will like, comment, or share, and also to have pictures so that people will click through to the pictures, and also have links so that people can click through to the links of that particular post. But let me explain a little bit more about that. So going back to my report, it shows that a single post has reached more than 500 people. But let's look at some posts as an example. So here I've, on this page for September, you could see here that the number of posts was 18 and the total reach was 5,938. But the one that I've circled here is to show that that particular post reached more than 500 people. In this case it reached 720. Now this blue bar shows that of that 720 people that it reached, 405 actually shared or liked or increased the viewing of that post through their friends, and 51 clicked through to links from that particular post. So I'm going to look at the more statistics of this particular post. So let's go to that post and view it. Now that 720 people reached, it is relating to this post. Now this particular post was showing a group of students, in actual fact announcing the new SRC students for 2014. Now of the 720 people that it reached, of that 51 people liked, comment, or shared it, and here below that it actually gives the breakdown. So there was 24 likes, 10 comments, and no shares, and the number of post clicks was 405. So 405 people clicked onto the picture to view the picture in the photos gallery. Now this is a large number of reach, and one of the reasons I believe that the reach is so large is because this is an interesting post, not only because it's showing the new SRC young leaders for 2014, but most of the people I tagged on this picture, meaning that this particular image would be then be posted on their timeline. Now what I mean by timeline is the following. Although this is now just the Prestige page, once an image gets tagged, it would go to your timeline. Now if I take, for example, you could take anybody's timeline, but the timeline is where that particular person does their specific posts. So a timeline is different to the news feed. If you have that a picture on your timeline, it is much more possible that your group of friends would see it if the picture is posted on your timeline as opposed to being posted on your home feed. So that is very important, and tagging allows that. It allows the image to appear on the timeline of the particular people as opposed to just into the news feed. Hence I believe that the reach is so much larger as well. So usually where there are images that are tagged, like group picture images of people, the reach is always seems to be significantly higher. Okay, so let's go back to evaluating the results. Right, so now I've seen that in September and October 5 posts, single post, reached more than 500 people, whereas in July and August only one single post reached more than 500 people. Now that is why September and October is more successful, because you want to increase the quality of your posts to reach more people. Now let's look at the total number of people reached for the month. Now September month reached 5,938, and which is good, and in July the post reached 10,359. Now that is excellent, but look at how it dropped from July to August. So from July to August it only reached 4,236. So that is too low. So one must have a benchmark, which I've pinned at 5,500 people, so that at least every month you should reach 5,500 people. So as long as it's more than 5,500, it's okay, it's good. So in September it reached more than 5,500, and in October it reached more than 5,500. Now the reason to where we get this total number reached is what we simply do is we will take a month. For example, I'm taking this October month. You take the entire month and then you count up the days that you posted, the number of posts that you made. The total number of posts was 21 posts for that month, and then you look at the reach. How many of a post, how many people actually went and reached into the post. So that post is again circled in red because it's more than 500. Here we've reached 265, 226, 195, and so we simply add up all the reaches for the month, and that tells us how many people actually clicked through to the Facebook page of Prestige during that month, which is 5,607. Now that is pretty good, even though it's the same people that are it could be some of the same people clicking through to the page, but it means you are connecting with those people and reaching those people because they are interested in your posts and they're coming to look at your posts. Now it's very important. One could say, sure, but if I simply increase the number of posts, surely I will increase the number of reach that you have. Yes, that is true, but one must always be very careful, because simply increasing the number of posts, your fan base, those people that are clicking through to your pages, if you are not putting in interesting posts and it gets too much, they get too much in their feed, they might start ignoring it. Remember, too much posts, people will start ignoring it. But quality posts, in and around 2 per day or 1 per day, that is interesting, then people are more likely to click through to that page. So simply having volumes and making many posts per day is not just a solution to get more reach. One has to be careful that one spreads the posts out during the course of the day, so that it's not one on top of each other, and that the quality of the posts are good. And quality of posts means posts that reaches more people, at least more than half of the total number of likes that you have. Okay, so that is explaining reach and looking at the reach for Prestige Academy for those months. So if we go back and just sum up the two most important things, so the growth of the likes is important, and the growth of the reach is important. And once again, looking at comparing the results for September and October, since I've taken over and done the Facebook page posting for Prestige, the number of people reach has been consistent. So it's been consistently more than 5,500, whereas July and August you had a huge July, very good July, but suddenly it drops totally. So the person posting must monitor it and maintain a standard, and one must be aware of measuring the reach every month to see if there's growth or if there's a drop, which you don't want. Then furthermore, what you must also be determined to do is to get engagement. So in other words, it says here, success is not only the amount of people who read your post, but the amount of engagement. And engagement means people who like, comment and share your post. So there's engagement if people read your post and they click the like button, or they read your post and they make a comment, or they read your post and they share. Now unfortunately, this has been virtually non-existent in July and August. So in July and August, although these number of people were reached, there has not been much engagement. In other words, students have not been clicking the like button or sharing the post or making comments. And to see that as an overview, let's have a look at it. So looking here at the posts for July, although the reach is very high, notice now if you scan over that results, where the blue would show the amount of reach, comments and shares, but there's virtually no blues. Where look at this huge number of people that read that post, but they didn't share or like it. Comparing it to the posts that I've made, look at how there is 189. The blue there is definitely showing blue area 405. So this blue chart or graph is showing the amount of shares that people are doing, or the amount of comments, or the amount that are clicking the like button. So you want to scan this page and see a lot of blue areas. Look at it over here. There you've reached 660, and yet there's engagement or activity, because on that post 38 people clicked through either to a picture or a link, and 290 people liked or shared or clicked through to that page. Okay, so that is very important to measure your success, not just by the reach that you get per post, but also by the engagement of that particular post. Okay, and that sums up that's just a quick summary of the results of the likes and the results of the reach. I believe that if you are doing a Facebook for a company, that you should implement a tagging strategy, because a tagging strategy, especially on a group photo at a specific event, will increase the number of engagement. Those people that it appears on their timeline, their friends and family will see it, and that picture will spread, and that will create more awareness of your Facebook page. Now let me give you an example here of what I mean about a tagging strategy. Now if I take this particular picture, this is a picture of first year photography students. So what I did, they were about to have an exhibition. So what I did was I quickly took my just a cell phone and just took a picture from them from the cell phone, and I did a group picture, and then I made a little comment on it. Let me just read it out to you. It says, "Smile for the camera. This quick pic was taken of the first year photography students as they prepared for their end year exhibition. Read more from our blog here." So it's an exciting, friendly picture of particular people, and then you could read more about it on a blog, which will increase the click-throughs. And look at the number of click-throughs here. 220 clicks on this particular photo, and 2 link clicks and other clicks. So it's increasing the engagement of this picture. Now what I try to do is tag as many of the people on this photograph as possible, and that's what I mean by a tagging strategy, so that it would appear on their wall. So also, to make a picture interesting, you should also try and put some text on the picture, not just name the people. It'll be good if there's few people in the picture to name who they are, but also put some text around the picture. So in other words, this is making it more live, so it immediately tells you it's about the Oktoberfest and it's Prestige Academy, and it's like a paparazzi pic, and who the people are. So this would appear on their wall, their timeline, and more people would see it, and hence you're reaching more than 500 people. So this is again implementing a tagging strategy where you're trying to get an event and getting a group picture and tagging the people in the group picture, and that would increase the number of reach. I'm going to show you another example. This particular example is of Megan Pritchard, who is Miss Prestige Academy for 2013. So she's being Miss Academy. People would like to share the picture and view the picture and comment on the picture, and tends more to like the picture, and making a graphic on the picture to make it interesting also increases the attractiveness of the picture, and hence the high number of reach. Okay, so that explains what I mean by a tagging strategy, and that is my belief that tagging strategy is what increased the number of what I call quality posts to having in September and October 5 single posts reaching more than 500 people, whereas in July and August only one particular post reached more than 500 people. Another strategy to use to increase the success of a Facebook strategy is that the Facebook posts should lead to the blog on the website. Because if I look at this Facebook post that I've done, This, you cannot put too much information on a Facebook post, but you can make it interesting to lead the reader to go to the website where you actually have the blog. So in this particular post, I'm saying asymmetrical, the title of a theme, the title and theme of the print production and design students end of the year exhibition. Read about the event from our blog page here, and then I put a link through to the blog page onto the website, so that once people click onto that link, it takes them to the blog page on the Prestige Academy website. Then then the viewer has the opportunity to read the full blog post and all the detail from the website itself. Now, why that is good? Because that is good for search engine optimization on the Prestige Academy website, so that Google, it will be ranked higher in Google. So you want to lead links to the main website blog or the website of the official Prestige Academy website. Now it leads them to this page, which is the landing page of the blog, which has many blogs on their website. So I've just made a note here where it says directing posts to a blog page on the official website creates the opportunity to have content viewed by more people, which is not only good for SEO but increases the opportunities for sales. Why I say it increases opportunities for sales is because should a person get to the main website through Facebook, they will not only read the blog but scan the website itself, and once they scan it, they will be able to look at the qualifications, the bursaries, the hostels, frequently asked questions, a lot of detail, which will then be more likely to convince them, or there's more likely for a sale to be made than just by purely reading a blog from a Facebook page. So my belief is always that the main official website is doing the selling, but the Facebook page is leading viewers to the official website. I want to give you another example of leading from the Facebook page to the official website. Now the second strategy that we've done is not just through a blog with specific events, but also to lead people to the gallery page where they can view photographs. For example, this post is leading the viewer to a gallery of images. So once you've read the post, there's the link to take you to view more pictures. Now this is a community drive event where it shows Prestige reaching out to the community and having a fun day for the kids. That allows for lots of pictures to be viewed and taken, and the pictures to be viewed on the official website. You can view it in Facebook, but so much better to lead the people to the official website, where they again, you've got more opportunity for them to scan and view the rest of the website and look at detail and courses. Just to show you how it's leading them to gallery images, you can see here that now you have a lot of thumbs which will open into large images, and it shows fun events. So certain events allows for pictures to be directed to a gallery page. And I've just made a comment here at the bottom. Posting a variety of events and community programs not only provides attractive content which encourage people participation and brand awareness, but it allows for many beautiful and interesting photos which will be ideal to direct traffic to galleries on the official website. So events with pictures can lead to a gallery of photographs onto the main official website, which will direct traffic, and by direct traffic we mean more people will go to the website and view it. And the spin-off of that is that it creates opportunity for the content to be viewed by more people, the content of the official website to be viewed by more people, and that is good for sales, because then you can start scanning all the links around the website. So in summary, I would want to say that the primary goal of a person doing a Facebook marketing or posting on a Facebook page for a company, the primary goal should be to increase the number of likes, to reach as many people as possible, not just through the number of posts but the quality of posts. And then to also implement a tagging strategy where groups of people can be tagged from an event, and to create the opportunity for higher engagement, so that there is definitely people are clicking the likes, the comments and the shares. And then also to make sure that the person that is doing the Facebook page is actually making sure that there are links that is directing people to the official website, and that is done through blogs and galleries. And that is why I've highlighted these few points, because that I think was achieved in September and October, which was not achieved in July and August. Should you want me to explain more, you are welcome to contact me from my official website, from my email address, or from my cell number, which you can see below. Thank you very much.